So hello everybody, welcome back. I wanted to talk to you about zombie survival, apocalyptic situation thing. Um, and this one is based upon several videos that are on YouTube, especially in Spanish, as in Spain, not Spanish as in the language, but Spanish YouTubers who are, documenting several games that are happening in real life, in which a zombie apocalypse is simulated into a town and something like that, and it's kind of cool. It's a survival game. You have to survive sometimes a weekend, sometimes during a night, and basically you gotta run, 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 and run more, you know, and then more. And anyway, grab your chamomile. And I hope this information is helpful somehow because it's actual from actual real life experience thing. This one is a reproduction list. I have been talking about this one because, quite frankly, there is a lot that you can learn from these real life simulations. Of course, the experience is so real, and the thing in the GoPro, because a lot of them are recording these through GoPros and stuff like that. So it is so realistic and all of that people in the comment section keep asking if the zombies are real, and yeah, I mean it was insane because it, no, it's a game, but it is a real game. It's a real life game. It's kind of like you going into I don't know, a role play situation. It's sort of like you when you do stand up comedy. Is a comedy, but nobody knows what it's about because it's a stand up thing. So it's just you improvising. So anyway, if you wanted to share a coffee with me, links for that down below. And if you wanted to check out my books, links for that down below. So anyway, several things that have happened in these series. So I have talked to you that the phones are going to be lost. People are going to throw their phones and stuff like that, and they're going to be broken. And a lot of situations like that are going to happen. And so right now I'm going to talk to you about a situation in which men and women are different, because this one comes from my experience when I went to my daughter's graduation. So in my daughter's graduation, we had an act from the kids, right? The kids were acting out a play and stuff, and it was cool. But then the gym teachers, they asked us to recreate some sort of a game in which the level of difficulty, I will think that a 5-year-old will probably do better, and I do mean better than the adults that we were there. I swear it was insane. So we needed to compete with you are supposed to be with your kid, meaning you have to team up with your kid, and to run to a series of obstacles and stuff like that. And I can tell you right now that one of the obstacles was, you carrying an hula hula thing, the rounded thing that goes, and then you go kind of like dancing and stuff. You were supposed to take one thing like that and use it like if it was a rope and jump over it, meaning, you take it, then you're supposed to pass it so that your kid can go through it, and then you go through it, and then you pass it out like if it was a ring thing. Yeah. Women suck. More than half of the women, because you could, the adults sometimes were the fathers and sometimes were the mothers. Of course, I'm a single mom, so I had to do this alone. And the dads were completely different. So as soon as you got the hula hula thing, the women were actually placing the hula hula like that, meaning going to the front and then going back. Yeah, that's not how you do it. So basically, all the women, half of the women were taking longer, and it was more difficult for the kid to actually jump, because obviously if you put it like this, the kid can jump because he can see it. But if you put it like that, then the thing is in the back of the kid and they cannot see it. So yeah, I was one of the idiots once. Yeah, I mean the teachers had to actually stop the women, like these women like me, and embarrass them by saying, yeah, that's not how you put the hula hula thing. You're supposed to go, to the front, not to the back. How are you going to jump something from the back? It's like, how? It's easier if you are seeing it. By the way, all men got it correctly, but women, oh no, hell no. So that one, yeah, we got embarrassed. In terms of carrying the kid, because there were several times in which you had to carry the kid, actually grab the kid, carry, and run and jump a little bit with the kid while you're holding it. Men suck. I swear to God, I thought that men were going to do this better, but my God, at the end, men were carrying the kids like, okay, so let's just say that the kid is, let's just assume that this thing is a kid, right? So you're supposed to carry it like that. Yeah, men, like in the middle, they were carrying like 2 steps with the kid like that. The other times, the kid just moved, and as soon as the kid moved, the men were carrying the kid like if it was a wedgie thing, so they grabbed them by the pants and started running with the kids by the pants. Like oh man, I swear it was like. Oh, and by the way, they almost lost. They almost dropped the kid like several times. Half of the parents, like bad, the fathers, almost dropped the kid, and there was a point in which they could not even hold the pants together. Like the pants of the men were almost falling from their waist, and men had a very hard time holding their pants together and holding the kid. They could not do both. Which was, for me, it was sort of like, what? No, I swear to God, I was sort of like, what is, oh my God, what, why will the pants of men, you will use, yeah. I don't understand how men can walk with pants that are just about to make you feel, actually make you look naked, or at least with your underwear. It was really bad. The whole situation with the pants and the men and the carrying the kid. Oh my God. Women, on the other hand, they actually were able to take the kid, like normal. And actually, the kid they carried like if it was a little bit like a potato thing. The kid was actually holding to the neck like that, and the women were kind of like that. So not like that. So yeah. But women were slower. Because of course, the women could barely breathe. The kids were holding on to the neck of the mother, like their life depending on it or something like that. And it was so funny because women were trying to see where they were running. They were trying to see, and it was weird. Me, I was the only one who was. I think that between they were like I think 20 fathers and mothers or something like that, and maybe 4 or 5 of us actually did it correctly, like carrying the kid and running. It was like, yeah, my mom was sort of like, I could not believe that you were able to hold your kid and not fall, and at the same time she did not make you fall, and it was, I did it correctly. So my mom was proud of me, but she said, but you're still an idiot. I cannot believe that you did not know that the hula hula thing, you're supposed to do it like that. You're not supposed to do it like this. Because how the hell are you going to jump if you're going backwards? Yeah, oh crap. So, one good, one horrible failure. Anyway, well, at least my pants did not fall down, like the men were having trouble with. Other stuff that I can tell you right now is that the speed for us. Um, it was not good. Actually, most parents, we were trying to follow the rules, but at the same time we were not moving our arms freely. I didn't see one out of all of the parents or fathers or mothers, it didn't matter. I did not see one that was able to move the arms properly. Like if it was to move objects, because it was moving objects and moving the carpets and stuff. Some of these things were like you have to move a carpet so that the kid can jump, and then you have to move the carpet again so that the kid can jump again, and so you have to basically make the floor for the kid. Yeah, I can tell you right now that I did not see one of us that was able to bend properly, and I did not see one of us that was able to move things freely with our arms. And there was a point in which we were supposed to throw things and get them from the kids. Half of the kids missed throwing. Like it was beyond miss the throwing thing. I mean, I can get it. Not everybody can play baseball, but not to the point in which you are supposed to be, let's say, aiming. I don't know how to put it, but let's say that you are aiming like that. You're aiming like that because you're supposed to hit this thing, right? So I can get it if you're here or maybe here, but not when the ball goes like that. So no, it was really bad. More than half of the kids threw the ball and threw the things. Like it was more than a 45-degree thing that was wrong. And when it comes to the parents, when they were throwing things at the kids, yeah, that one was, let's just say that the kids rule compared to the adults throwing things at the kids. And I think that the reason is because we might not be able to calculate properly the height. I mean, it's not the same you throwing something to another adult, but rather when it's a kid, you're thinking if I throw it too hard, I might hurt them or something, but it was really, really bad. So if this was a situation in which you need to throw something to your kid so that they can get it, like keys or whatever, if the kid is throwing it to you, good luck, because it's going to be really hard. Okay, so several other things that I did realize that was happening in this scenario in which we were doing this for fun. By the way, we were not doing this for a situation in which we actually had to run or something like that. But the level of uncoordination, it was very, very, very noticeable. Between kids and parents, between parents per se, because the parents were sort of like, I'm not moving because I'm carrying the things. Then somebody had to stay behind to carry the things. People did not carry their own water most of the time. People were assuming that, we could walk easy towards the car. Some people actually had to go and cross the street to get to the car. And about 3 weeks ago, crossing the street, there was a teen boy, and I'm talking, he is 14 years old, and he was run over when he was crossing the street. And he's a teen, 14. So if you're thinking that during an apocalypse situation or something like that in which you're running and you gotta go to your car, if you have to cross the street to go to your car, it is certain that you are going to be run over. You or somebody in your group. Because a teen in a regular, normal situation, I'm not talking, running for the life kind of thing. And he got run over. And it was not, a situation in which I can tell you that people were screaming or scared or whatever. No, it was just a regular Thursday. And by the way, this was something that it scared almost every parent. So all the parents were sort of like, now we're not parking. If we're going to park, we are going to park inside the school, which creates a problem because, where you park your car in an apocalyptic situation is key. If you park too close to the entrance, you might be blocked to get out because everybody will get to the cars and then everybody will just jam their way out. If you park too far, you might be able to get out of the area, but going to that, if you have to go and cross the street, you gotta go with the hands of your kids, holding your kids together so that they do not stop to look at their cell phone, because that kid, very likely, I do not know the whole situation, but I am guessing that the reason why he got run over, it was because he was, probably looking at his cell phone rather than looking at the street. And this is going to be insane because a lot of people will be looking at their cell phones to try to figure things out. And in fact, there were notices in buildings, and I think it's in New York or Chicago. And the notice in the building, there was a no huge note in each floor on the stairs, and it says, "If there is a fire, please do not stop to tweet about it." I mean, come on. What if there is a fire? Why will you stop to take a selfie? Because the work was like, please do not stop to tweet about it. And then the other one was in floor, for example, 1, and then in floor 2 says something like, please do not take a selfie with the fire. I mean, come on. How? This is why we have problems. I mean, come on. During a zombie apocalypse, the people, there should be a big note that says, please do not take a selfie with the zombie. Or please run away from the zombie. Do not stop to tweet about zombies. And stuff like that. And it's bad. The whole situation, how we handle our bodies in terms of emergencies. We don't run. We don't throw things properly. We can't catch things properly. We, and women, yeah, we have advantages, but we have also disadvantages. Apparently, because we walk in heels and stuff like that, apparently we are able to, maintain balance better than men do. But it's a whole situation in which it's insane. So you gotta understand where is your center of gravity, how to take advantage of your own body and stuff like that. And I understand, I'm not a very physical person, But at the very least, there should not be a need for people to put emergency notes in stairs that says, please, if there is a fire, do not stop to tweet about it. Come on. Let alone a zombie apocalypse situation. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know all of that. I hope that this information is helpful somehow. And I wish I was joking, but I'm not. So see you again soon.